As far as we know, the speed of light is the fastest speed possible in the universe, for now. But the universe is big, very big. It may be that technologically advanced alien civilizations exist out there in the galaxy, but they are simply too far away for meaningful two-way radio communication. If an alien civilization lives 10,000 light-years away, it will take 20,000 years to exchange a reply. The German astronomer Sebastian von Horner estimated the average lifespan of a civilization to be around 6,500 years and the average distance between civilizations in the Milky Way to be 1,000 light-years. Given these numbers, it is highly likely for one or both civilizations to go extinct before finding out about each other's existence. Or they could give up on their search entirely, given how long it takes to establish communication at the interstellar scale. But maybe radio waves are overrated. Humans have had radio transmission for only 1.7% of their civilized history. Perhaps alien civilizations are detectable through their radio emissions for a similarly short time, after which they outgrow radio through technological advancement. There could still be some leakage of microwave radiation used to transmit power from solar satellites to ground receivers, but that would hardly be detectable. An advanced alien species could evolve beyond broadcasting through electromagnetic waves and communicate by technologies that aren't yet discovered by humankind, such as streams of neutrinos, gravity waves, or more likely some type of particles whose existence we are not even aware of yet. Perhaps our Milky Way is an entire galactic net of alien communication and we're wearing the wrong glasses. What if we give humanity less credit than it deserves? What if humans are actually more intelligent than most aliens, comparably speaking? Perhaps we're among the first to reach the technological advancement level necessary for communication. The oldest discovered fossils of a human belong to an Australopithecus named Lucy, which lived in Ethiopia 2.8 million years ago. Homo sapiens, just like you, emerged in Africa 300,000 years ago, but they started to exhibit behavioral modernity that would differentiate them from other hominins just 160,000 years ago. Before that, they were simple gatherers and hunters. But even with the emergence of civilizations, the first time humans made themselves visible to the universe was in 1898, with the first sent wireless radio signal. Human history is proof that it takes evolution a long time not only to pop intelligent life into existence, but also that the species needs time to come to a development level that would make it visible through space. But what if aliens aren't dumb? Instead, they're much rarer than we think. The rare Earth hypothesis states that the origin of life and the evolution of organisms smart enough for communication requires an improbable combination of both astrophysical and geological circumstances. Take a look at our planet. In order for intelligent life to evolve here so that you can end up watching meme compilations at 2 a.m., a myriad of complex and precise events had to happen. Our solar system is not too far inside the Milky Way to be bombarded by supernovae. Our planet formed in the Sun's habitable zone. We have Jupiter as a giant guardian from meteoroids, a large enough moon that balances the Earth, a magnetosphere, tectonic plates, oceans, the right chemistry of Earth and atmosphere, and most importantly, whatever it was that led the life to transition to multicellular life, sexual reproduction, the Cambrian explosion, and, as a result, human intelligence. This could mean that the probability of life appearing is infinitesimally small, let alone an intelligent one, and that Earthlings are the only lucky ones to have evolved into existence, at the very least in our close galactic neighborhood. Yet, what if Earth is treated as some kind of zoo or safari, where aliens would intentionally not contact us and stay as invisible as possible in order to let Earthlings go through their natural evolution and socio-cultural development? Perhaps the Great Milky Way Alien Confederacy agreed not to interact with any developing civilization until they have crossed a certain point of maturity, such as becoming a Type 1 or Type 2 civilization. We could get a surprise birthday party in some sense. But in the meantime, perhaps an extraterrestrial PhD student in sociology is writing a paper based on the observations of how poorly we are handling our socio-political situations on Earth at the moment. What if we underestimate how much alien life might differ from that of Earth? Aliens may be psychologically unwilling to attempt to contact other life forms, simply because that's how they are, unlike you curious humans. On the other hand, Their math and science could differ radically from those defined on Earth, with different perspectives on the physical world and how it works. Because of that, their potential residual signals sent into space may appear to us as total nonsense and go undetected. They could also exist as something totally different from us, maybe in the form of electromagnetic fields or as digital entities. If they're advanced enough, perhaps they might live in dimensions or spaces not even yet known to us. Time for the most plausible explanation of all. What if we've already detected them, but thought that it was too good to be true? Seriously, have you seen this photo, or this? What about this? Is this not realistic enough for you? Maybe you also think that Egyptians built the pyramids. And who do you think the Nazca lines were made for? Alex Jones was sent from the heavens to open our ignorant eyes. The government most certainly knows about them, and is in active contact with them. Or even worse, the government is the aliens in disguise. Or perhaps the true aliens are the friends we've made along the way. But in all seriousness, scientifically speaking, it's highly unlikely that any of the alien conspiracies are real. On this topic, I can recommend the book, The Demon-Haunted World, by Carl Sagan. So let's keep it rolling. Von Honer also concluded that technological advancements may usually bring to the destruction of a civilization based on the premise stating that the progress of science and technology on Earth was driven by two factors, the struggle for domination, and the desire for an easy life. The first one can potentially lead to complete destruction, while the second one leads to biological and mental degradation. Take the Cold War for example. During that period, tensions between the two world powers were so intense that it could have led to a near-total nuclear annihilation of our entire species. The few survivors would be thrown centuries into the past. We can thank Stanislav Petrov for preventing that, who correctly assumed that an American nuclear attack on the Soviet Union spotted on the radar was a false alarm. For the second factor, the desire to make life easier and consumerism in today's society comes at big costs of climate change and environmental damage that reflects on the overall well-being of humans. Perhaps a similar destructive fate is inevitable for all intelligent civilizations. Another hypothesis is that an intelligent species beyond a certain point of technological advancement will start destroying other intelligent species as they are discovered. Be it paranoia, desire for expansion, greed, or just pure evilness, aliens might come in many flavors. This behavior might also be seen as an act of caution. A formerly aggressive intelligent species that has overcome their own self-destructive tendencies might view any other species as a potential threat to their own, if they assume that everyone is like them. Perhaps the first species that would achieve interstellar travel will necessarily annihilate anyone else who might grow up to become a threat later on. I don't blame them. I wouldn't trust humanity to initiate a peaceful first contact. Have you seen the movies about aliens they make? This theory is named after the Dark Forest novel by Lud Cixin, where aliens dare not reveal themselves in fear of a highly aggressive and technologically advanced species that hunts down anyone that makes their presence known. If such a civilization exists and terrorizes the galaxy, the most rational decision for us would be to send as few radio signals in space as possible. This way, humanity is less likely to be detected by an apex predator. Stephen Hawking was quoted as saying that meeting an advanced civilization could be like Native Americans encountering Columbus. That didn't turn out so well. Let's hope they're wrong, otherwise we have to be really silent. There have been 5 major mass extinctions on Earth so far that resulted in most living species being eliminated, like the one of the non-avian dinosaurs, or the Permian-Triassic extinction, which has killed over 90% of all species. What if life arising in the universe isn't that rare? However, mass extinctions happen so often that it makes it virtually impossible for an intelligent species to evolve past the point of interplanetary expansion. Events such as large asteroids, massive volcanic eruptions, gamma-ray bursts, solar flares, or major pandemics could cripple or destroy intelligent life. Aside from the natural ones, a civilization might auto-destruct because of a technologically caused extinction. What if every single alien civilization at one point will attempt to develop artificial intelligence, and in all scenarios it will lead to the doom of the species? I'm not hinting at anything. The normal schedule of a human is working in order to be able to survive, while relaxing and enjoying themselves during the rest of the time. But what if the working part was not necessary, and humans could forever indulge in enjoying themselves? With increasing technological advancement, it's only natural that media will become more and more engaging while human labor less and less necessary, and if that comes before interstellar space travel, the intelligent species could lose their interest in expanding outwardly. Moreover, they could lose interest for the entire external physical universe and decide to upload their minds into massive artificial virtual environments, devoid of suffering or problems. Once such environments become self-sufficient, the secluded aliens might orbit a Matryoshka brain without emitting any signals into outer space, living their best digital life, which is much more exciting than what the cold and barren universe has to offer. Perhaps such a hedonistic fate awaits all civilizations. Let's hope that the galactic metaverse will at least be cross-platform, so that we can at least digitally join the aliens. The existence of aliens still remains an open mystery. Great minds from all fields of science theorized about possible explanations. Whether you want to join the search for aliens, or simply to deepen your STEM knowledge in order to excel at college, work, or just everyday life, Brilliant has got you covered. It is the best platform for learning math and science interactively, which immerses you in thousands of lessons that use practical exercises to give you a hands-on learning approach. Given the exclusive new content that is added monthly, you can continuously improve your science-oriented intuition by tackling challenges in a variety of subjects, from computer science and math to quantum mechanics and astronomy, all in a relaxed setting with bite-sized lessons. In light of this video's topic, the astrophysics course teaches you all about cosmology and astroanalysis in case you want to deepen your understanding of the other worlds beyond our planet and the mechanics behind celestial bodies. Expand your knowledge and feed your curiosity today by following the link from the description at brilliant.org/sciencefile, and the first 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Hurry up!
This was unfortunate.
The universe. Are we the only ones in all of existence? Or is there other intelligent life just outside of our scope of view? Which one is more comforting? The idea that we are the only living beings in all of space and time, or that there is other life out there for us to find? Or is it going to find us? Well, this iceberg will dive into this very idea, and a few other YouTubers and I will try and uncover every entry in this iceberg. The special guests are Source Brew and Poi, and me, of course. They make great content and definitely would recommend checking out their channels. So anyways, back to the iceberg. Starting out at the top of the iceberg with rather comforting ideas of our existence, to some towards the bottom that may cause you to rethink everything. So what do you think? Are we alone? Or something out there watching us?
This will aid us in our fight for survival.
And actually, before we start the video, let me take a second to say thank you for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. I really never thought it was possible, and you guys made it a reality. And anyways, next goal will be 25,000 subs, so if you enjoy the content anytime, consider subscribing and helping me hit that next goal. And also subscribe to the features in this video, Source Brew and Poi. They make great content, and consider checking out their channels. Anyway, time to actually get into the video. Alright, just diving straight into the iceberg on Tier 1 with We Have Not Been Discovered Yet. In the vast expanse of the universe, filled with an unimaginable number of stars and planets, some of which might potentially provide a suitable environment for intelligent life, the puzzling question rises: why have we not yet come across any definite indications of extraterrestrial beings? This curious situation highlights the stark contrast behind the high likelihood of advanced alien civilizations existing and the conspicuous absence of any concrete interaction or communication with them. This intriguing dilemma can be thought of as a paradox, a kind of puzzle that challenges our understanding. One captivating theory aimed at unraveling the mystery of our lack of contact with extraterrestrial life suggests that the emergence of highly developed societies might be an exceptionally rare event across the cosmos. Despite the vast number of celestial bodies scattered across space, the specific combination of factors required for life to originate and then evolve into complex forms could be exceedingly uncommon phenomenon. Elements such as the precise interplay of different materials, stable environmental conditions, and the optimal timing for evolution might all contribute to the scarcity of intelligent life throughout the universe. Another perspective posits that intelligent life could actually be quite widespread, but the evolution of technological civilizations capable of space travel and interstellar communication might occur infrequently. Numerous barriers and stumbling blocks could impede societies from reaching a stage where they can initiate meaningful contact with other species. These obstacles could encompass a wide range of challenges, from ecological crises and resource depletion to internal conflicts that hinder scientific and technological progress. A thought-provoking notion proposes that advanced civilizations might have a tendency to self-destruct before establishing contact with other beings. This idea stems from the notion that the rapid pace of technological advancements might outpace a civilization's ability to effectively manage the consequences of their invasions, resulting in conflicts, environmental disasters, or other catastrophic events. Consequently, civilizations could rise to prominence and subsequently crumble, leaving behind only faint traces of their existence for future generations to ponder. However, it's possible that our ongoing efforts to detect extraterrestrial life are inadvertently limited by their own preconceived ideas and technological limitations. The vast cosmic distances that separate stars and galaxies could pose significant challenges for signals or spacecraft to traverse. If other civilizations grapple with similar constraints, this could potentially explain the current communication gap. In recent times, our quest to find habitable planets beyond our solar system, our signs of intelligent life have gained momentum, with initiatives such as the search for extraterrestrial life. Yet, despite these dedicated endeavors, the definitive proof we seek remains elusive, deepening the enigma inherent in what's known as the Fermi paradox. Our radios aren't advanced enough. One potential explanation is that our current communication technology, like radios, might not be advanced enough to detect signals from faraway civilizations. This raises intriguing questions about the capabilities of our technology and the possibility of overcoming the vast cosmic distances that separate us from potential extraterrestrial neighbors. Consider this analogy. Think of our radios as communication devices, much like cell phones. If you're in an area with weak cell phone signal, you might struggle to make calls or send texts. Similarly, if our radios aren't sufficiently advanced, they may not be able to pick up signals from distant intelligent beings. This limitation could be a major reason why we haven't established contact with extraterrestrial civilizations. However, the idea of advanced enough technology is complex. Technology is constantly evolving, and our understanding of what is advanced today might be considered primitive in the future. That raises the possibility that, as our technology continues to progress, we might eventually develop communication tools that allow us to overcome the challenges of distance and detect signals from civilizations in far-flung corners of the cosmos. But even if our radios were to become advanced enough to detect signals from outer space, there's another factor to consider: the time it takes for signals to travel between stars. The universe is unimaginably vast, and the distances between stars are mind-bogglingly huge. Even if we send a signal to a distant star and receive a response, the communication lag could be thousands or even millions of years. This means that a back-and-forth conversation with an extraterrestrial civilization might take longer than human lifetimes. Additionally, the Fermi paradox touches on the broader question of the prevalence of the intelligent life in the universe. If there are many civilizations out there, why haven't we heard from them? Some explanations suggest that advanced civilizations might have a tendency to self-destruct, which would limit their ability to communicate with others like us. Others propose that the development of technological societies capable of interstellar communication is rare, and we might simply be in the part of the galaxy where other civilizations are few and far between. Space is too big for communication. Certainly, the enormity of space presents a formidable hurdle when it comes to communication. The vast distances that separate celestial bodies, such as stars, galaxies, and planets, create a fundamental challenge for establishing real-time or even timely communication between different points in space. This intriguing phenomenon is often encapsulated by the term light speed lag, which refers to the time it takes for light or any other form of electromagnetic radiation to travel across space. To put this into perspective, consider the fact that light, which is the fastest thing that we know of, takes approximately 8 minutes to travel from the Sun to Earth. This means that if we were to send a message to a potential extraterrestrial civilization residing on a planet located several light years away, the transmission of our message would take years to reach its destination. Moreover, any reason from the distant civilization would also take years to travel back to us. This inherent time delay effectively rules out the possibility of having real-time conversations with beings located at the vast cosmic distances. Imagine attempting to have a conversation where each exchange of messages requires years, decades, or even centuries to complete. This reality introduces a unique challenge to the notion of establishing meaningful connection with potential intelligent life forms beyond our own planet. It prompts us to consider the practicability and feasibility of engaging in dialogues that extend across astronomical spans. In the context of the Fermi paradox, the issue of communication across space becomes particularly relevant. The paradox raises the question of why. Given the high probability of the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations, we have not encountered any concrete evidence of their presence. The vastness of space, with its inherent communication limitations, provides an additional layer of complexity to this big puzzle. Even if there are numerous intelligent civilizations scattered throughout the cosmos, the immense distances between them make it exceptionally challenging to establish any form of interaction that resembles the instant and seamless communication we experience on Earth. Alright, now on to Tier 2 with the Zoo Hypothesis. The Zoo Hypothesis, a fascinating proposition within the realm of astrobiology, aims to address one of the most perplexing questions in science and philosophy, the Fermi paradox, first put forth by MIT